guys, it's Caedance Brady here, and as promised, I am doing a natural makeup tutorial. I'm planning on a neutral, leaning, cool kind of look today, and I'm gonna try not to get too carried away. Yeah, I hope you like this. I'm gonna start off with a moisturizer because my skin is dry and yeah. So I'm using the Pixi Skin Treats H2O Sun Drink. I feel so exposed. Like all of my insecurities and blemishes are just exposed. Next, I will be using the Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Primer. And I'm not going to use this all over my face, I'm just going to use it under my eyes and a little bit on the center of my forehead to kind of cover up those major pore areas. And I like to kind of press it in so that it fills in the pores. Alright, so next I'm going in with the Smashbox Original Photo Finish Smooth and Blur Primer. This one's like a die-hard favorite of mine. I'm almost out of it. So I'm going to put this on the bottom of my jawline, or like right at my jawline. So before I go in with my foundation, I have quite a bit of redness and inflammation right now. I have some breakouts, so I'm gonna take the e.l.f. the color corrector palette, and I'm gonna take this green color first and just put this on the problem areas. Next, I'm going to use this peachy color here right under my eyes to try and cover up this bagginess. Alright, so now we're ready to go into foundation, and I like this primer especially because it kind of leaves this tacky feel. Not sticky, just a little bit tacky, ready for the foundation. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Waver. This is my current favorite. And I'm just going to pump about 2 or 3 pumps on the back of my hand. Take my beauty blender and just dab it on the face. I'm gonna go in with my ColourPop No Filter Concealer, and I'm just gonna put that right under my eyes. Down the bridge of my nose. On the forehead. And on my chin. I have these little miniature sponges from Real Techniques, and I'm going to take one of those. And I let my concealer sit just a little bit to kind of let it dry just a bit to add some coverage. So now I'm gonna blend it out.
Who came up with that? Whoever it is, they're genius.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, it's kind of like a child silencer.
Yeah.
It's like a child silencing gun. Like whenever you want them to shut up, you like
Oh my gosh,
pop
yes!
out the Pez.
Pez, the child silencing gun.
Yeah.
I actually hated Pez as a kid, so it didn't work.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't like it. It didn't taste good.
It tastes amazing.
Oh, it did. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with powder before this gets a chance to crease. And I'm gonna show you two techniques. So I'm using my Coty Airspun powder, and on my left side, so your right side, I'm going to bake, and then I'm just gonna set regularly on the other side. And on the other side, I'm going to take my e.l.f. Kabuki brush and just kind of start under the eye and just dab this powder everywhere.
Oh, baby.
She's fine. She's literally fine. So now that the bake has had a minute to set, I'm gonna wipe it off with this same brush. For wiping off bake, I like to use this brush sometimes for like the bigger areas. Or I have my Morphe M536 brush. It's just an under eye bullet, and I just, well, flick it like that. With the brows, I usually use my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade 4. But today I'm using my Brow brow pomade in the shade 4. And I'm just gonna take this Zorea eyelash and eyebrow brush, dip it in there, Jolly's Razzle. So now I'm gonna go in with my Benefit Gimme Brow Gel in the shade 3 and just set those in place. Now I'm taking my MAC paint pot in Painterly, and I'm just going to coat the lids to prime for eyeshadow. So for the eyes, I'm going to use my Morphe 25B palette. And I'm going to start with the first shade. It's called Shy, right here. I'm going to take my Morphe M433 brush and just pack that on the lid. So now with that same brush, I'm going to take the shade Image right here, and I'm just gonna kind of gently going back and forth in that crease, applying little to no pressure. Now going a little bit lower in the crease, I'm going to use the shade right below that called Talk, and it's just this cool, very cool brown. And I'm going to go on the same brush and just go lower in the crease to add depth. So now that we have all of that set in the crease, I'm going to take my Morphe M321 brush, and I'm going to go into this last shade at the bottom called Effort. It's the darkest shade. And I'm going to just pack that into the outer V of my eye, starting from my under eye to kind of give it that lift. So now with my Morphe M514 brush, I'm going to blend that out softly. I'm going to have my hand at the end of the brush and just softly, in circular motions, buff that out. So now I'm going to go back in with Image on that same M433 brush, and I'm going to pack that all over the lid. Now I'm going to take this loose pigment from Younique Cosmetics and my JH41 brush. Just going to pack that in the same place. Now I'm going to blend that area together using my M514 brush and the shade Seek. Now taking that same brush with Seek, I'm going to graze that along my lower lash line. And lastly, for the inner corner with my M431 brush, I'm going to take Character, it's this shade right here, and I'm going to apply that into the inner corner. And last thing on the eyes, I'm going to pop on some liner. This is a liner from WYCON Cosmetics. It's actually from Italy, so I don't know if you can get it in the US. You might be able to, probably order it. So now I'm gonna bronze up the face with my It Cosmetics Heavenly Powder brush with the Morphe bronzer in Debutante. Starting right here on my cheeks, and I'm just brushing up into the hair. Okay, now I'm taking my Firma 103 brush. I'm going to dip into my contour. This is actually a shade that I took out of a Makeup Revolution contour palette right here. So I'm going to contour with this. I'm going to start right like this imaginary line from my ear to the corner of my mouth, and I'm only going to go about half or a third of the way down, and then I'm going to brush it up, blend it up. If you blend it down, it can make it look like you have a beard, and that's not what we want. Next I'm going to take my Morphe M105 brush and dip into this blush. I actually made this one, so it's not one that I can recommend, but I just love this shade. So I was going to be putting on some falsies, but instead I'm just going to go in with my favorite lash combo. So on my top lashes, I'm using the Benefit Bad Gal Bang. And for the bottom lashes, I'm using my Urban Decay Troublemaker mascara. Well, good teaching moment. I accidentally got mascara on my cheek. So what you can do, I mean, I might leave this on as like a little beauty mark because I kind of like it. But if you take a Q-tip, don't rub it off right away because it's still gonna be wet and it's just gonna smear everywhere. But after a little while, like once the mascara on your lashes is dry and it like won't get on your fingers and stuff, you can just take the Q-tip, twist it on the spot, and it'll come right off. So now I'm gonna line my lips with this Itaolia Deluxe ultra fine lip liner. To be honest, I just bought this set of lip liners off of Amazon, so don't really know the brand. But this is 1040 Brown. Girls doing their makeup be like, or in addition to the lip liner, I'm using this combo of the NYX Lingerie in Lipli 20 and an OFRA liquid lipstick in Mocha. So I'm just gonna add the OFRA liquid lipstick right on the center.
Yeah, one looks like that, but it's black and matte.
I like that combo.
It's so natural.
gave up on natural and I just went more neutral, but like, it's me, so.
And you start the video with, hey guys, I'm gonna give you, as I promised, natural YouTube.
Don't at me like that. I feel so personally attacked.
Natural.
Okay, makeup. It's fun. Yeah.
Yay. It's very cool though. I'll give you that.
Thank you. I'm gonna use my MAC Prep and Prime, the Fix Plus mini thing, and give myself a little spritz, and then I'll add on the highlighter.
We all want to see.
I just want to like fan myself. And while that is still wet, I'm going down. I really love highlighter. If that wasn't apparent already. Oh yes. I love how that looks in the light. By the way, I'm using my OFRA highlighter in Star Island. I'm gonna take this Younique Cosmetics angled shadow brush and go into my brow bone. Ooh. I'm gonna take this on the bridge of my nose. You can also use a pencil brush if you have one. This on the Cupid's bow. I'm gonna put this on the Cupid's bow. Is it time for the narcissistic moment? Okay. Alright, so this has been my natural makeup tutorial turned just neutral. Yeah, I hope you liked. Jordan, get on camera. I want you to say hi. No! Well, that is my best friend Jordan. And she's been sitting here the whole time, so if you heard me talking to someone, it was probably her.
Brace yourself.
Ow! Comment down below any other types of videos that you would want to see. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can be part of the fam. Before I go, I wanted to remind you all that you're beautiful, talented, worthy, just amazing. You deserve everything that this world has to offer you. Don't you ever Don't you ever give up, okay?
Don't you ever get up, because it's summertime, and you better sit your ass down.
Each and every person on this planet is valuable and their life matters, and I know that people go through hard things, but you're worthy and I love you and I'm here for you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye.
You should do a bloopers reel.
I should.
And put that in the bloopers reel.
I will.
It's your face on camera.
3, 2, 1. Hit it, Fergie.
All the time I turn around, brothers come around, always looking at me up and down, looking in my That's how
I look like I have a mustache. I mustache you a question.
Lamau.
Lamau. Not LMAO, guys. Lamau. I don't know how to do this. Do you just like make faces at the camera and then edit them to look cool?
Pretend like you're sending it to your hot boyfriend, girlfriend.
He said boyfriend. But it's weird because you're in here with me, so I'm just like,
Yeah.
cut. I just wanted to say cut.